Hello everyone, this is Saurabh Mora and welcome to Lingualite Capital. So dear friends, in this lecture we have a discussion on one of the important topic or also we can say term of linguistics, that is the words of language. This topic is really so much interesting. You will get some more new points and also some such a points that really you know but you don't consider. So when we come to the words, suppose that if I ask to you that what is words, then generally we have got the common answer that a word should have the meaning. I'm not saying that you are incorrect. You are correct, but with the linguistics point of the view, there are so many terms that are used inside the words. There are so many theory or also can say so many terms which are used in linguistics for the words and some of the key points and key features that comes under the words that's a live discuss today. Okay, so to know a words means only you know that if I say to you that this is an apple, so you will understand. If you will understand that this is an apple, it means this is an apple. Okay, but you will understand that this is an apple when you have a knowledge of the English and the grammar. This means that to know a word means you have the knowledge of that language. What am I mean, do I want to say here that to know a word means to have the knowledge of language. Okay, this is a proven thing. Now we will discuss here that when we take an example, this is an apple. This means that you have the knowledge of the language and the grammars. Means at first you have the knowledge of the language, and second thing is that you have the knowledge of the grammar of your or we can say syntactic structure or the structure of that language. So here this express also that or this states that to know a words means to know to have the knowledge of that language, to have the knowledge of the grammar of that language, and to know and a words means this is a states or this is a kind of the sound. No sound, no meaning, no word. If there is sound, still some sounds also don't have the meaning. But if there is a word, then there must have the sound. Okay? And the relation between the sound and the meaning is always arbitrary. Okay, just think about that. What do I want to say to you? When I say to you, apple, apple, or if I say to you, cat, or something like that, dog. If you are a Hindi speaker, if you are Hindi speaker, then this means that you don't have the knowledge of the English. It means you don't have the knowledge of the English, grammar, lexicon, something like that. But what does this mean? If you are a Hindi speaker, and here I will say, I write here that apple, cat, dog, uh, what is the, or what should be the meaning of these words? Then you will say that sorry, I don't know. Either will say I don't know, or you will directly say this is a wrong one. This means that when you know the language, then only you can sense, you can figure out, you can imagine in your mind. If you don't know, then that will not process in your mind. I'm talking about the cognitive. I'm talking about the cognitive knowledge or cognitive sense. Okay, this means cognitive in the sense means here that if you know the word, then that thing will automatically come to your mind to express about those words. But if you are a Hindi speaker and I'm asking or talking about English one, then you will don't, I mean, you will not be think, you will not be consider about these points. But if I say here that, if I write here shave, believe, kutta, if I say to you shave, then a kind of the image will automatically come to your mind. Here I'm not talking about any kind of language, I'm talking about the word, I'm talking about the system process that's going on in our mind for the word. We directly say everything, but we never consider that how does it process in our mind. So here, if I say Billy, so if you are a Hindi speaker, then directly a kind of a figure will automatically come to your mind, and Billy is a kind of the animal which has the four legs, two eyes, something so dangerous, something like that. But if I say to you cat, you are a Hindi speaker, you don't have the knowledge of the English, then this means that nothing. So here, what do I want to say about the words? That to know a word means to have the knowledge of a language, grammar, sounds, meaning, etc. Okay, now let's have a discussion in some deep with the definitions of the words. Let's come to here. When we talk about the words, then what is word? Then the definition, according to the definition of a word, that words are an important part of the linguistic knowledge. Sorry, linguistic knowledge, and a, and constitute a component of our mental grammar. A word or the, or also we can say word is a part of the linguistic knowledge and constitute a component of our mental grammar. Whatever have I discussed already about the words, that what is the words? According to the definition of the words, words are an important part of the linguistics knowledge. If you have the linguistics knowledge, then you can know about the words, you can know about the sounds, you can know about the grammars, you can know about the structures, you can know about you can imagine about that words. But if you don't have the knowledge of that language, then the words means nothing for you. So, according to the definition of a words, a word is an important part of the linguistic knowledge and constitute a component of our mental grammar. Whatever already have discussion here. When we talk about the list of the words, means the list of words means how many words are possible on this earth. According to the dictionary, Gargantuan dictionary, there are nearly, I'm not talking about the exact, there is no any exact exact whatever they say, or exact mapping of the list of the words. Okay, so there is the only assumptions, that is the answer in the nearby 5 lakhs. Nearly 5 lakhs words are present in a dictionary. And in 5 lakhs, this does not mean that there is any such a person who has a knowledge of all these words. This is not possible. This is some divide wise, like that. If there is a child of the 6 year, a child of 6 year, and he is well knowledgeful, he is so much talented, then he should have the 13,000 lexicons in his mind. 13,000 lexicons in his mind. Okay, with the linguistics point of view, words are the normal and we always use the lexicons in linguistics. But when you become graduate, I'm talking about when you cross the high schools, intermediate, when you graduate, then you have, after graduate, after graduate, in your mind there are nearly 60,000 words, lexicons that are present in your mind. So what do I want to say, that if you don't have the knowledge of English, this means you cannot find out where the should be the initial position of a word, where should be the final position of a word. Like that, here we can take an example. Suppose that if I say this is a pen, if I say to you, are a Hindi speaker, I say to you that correct the sentence, either you will correct or you will incorrect the sentence. But if you have the knowledge of the English, you have the knowledge of the grammar, you have the knowledge of the structure of the and the rules of the grammar, then you can correct it. Either or if you don't have, then also you can, like pen is a this, you can do something like this one. I mean, this is the irregular or this is a incorrect sentence which has the asterisk marker. Okay, so I what do I want to express here, that if you have the knowledge of English, then you can only find that where should be the initial position of a words, where should be the position of a helping words, where should the position of our articles, object, something, some subject, something like that. Okay. Next, we have the point that is dictionary. When we come to dictionary, especially you go to the shop, I mean bookstores, and you buy a dictionary for you as per your level. If you are a kinder joy, and then you would just take a normal vacaps. If you are a graduate or postgraduate, then you get just something like a gun to an Oxford and something like that. Okay. So here we will talk about the dictionary. That what is dictionary, what is the meaning of a dictionary, and who just give the who introduce the new words in the dictionary, and what are the some historical phenomena in dictionary. When we talk about dictionary, then the aim of the most early lexicographers. Dictionary was just must remember that a lexicographer only edit the dictionary. Lexicographer. Lexico in the sense lexicon in the sense of what? Grapher in the sense to write or edit. Okay. So must remember. The aim of the most early lexicographers are also we can say dictionary makers was to prescribe rather than describe. I'm not talking about the current situation. I'm just talking about the old situation. I mean before the 17th century. Here we have two terms: prescribe and describe. Whatever the dictionary that was used in that time near 16th century or 15th century or 17th century, at that time, here we have the any optional names. The optional name is to prescribe in the sense register, and describe in the sense construct. Sorry, actually here prescribe in the sense construct, and describe in the sense register. Okay. So what do I want to say here? That before 17th century, the whatever the dictionary that was made, that like the Western dictionary, Western's Western's dictionary, which was titled as the supreme authority, the supreme authority, which was made for the correct pronunciation of words and the meaning. Okay. But when at at that time, Webster's dictionary, the supreme authority, this came when this came into the publication, then this was based on the prescription. At that time, prescription was given the priority and describe was not to given the priority. But when we came to talk about the Dr. Samuel Johnson, Dr. Samuel Johnson, whose dictionary was published in 1755. This was the seminal dictionary. Seminal dictionary of English language, which was published in, sorry, 1755. So the dictionary that was made by, or the seminal dictionary that was made by the Dr. Samuel Johnson, this was based on the register, means this was based on the describe. Describe means, let's talk about that. What does this mean? Prescribe and describe. When do I talk about prescribe, then prescribe means only they give the pronunciation and meaning of that word. There is a word, and in a prescribed manner there should be the pronunciation. What should be the pronunciation for that word, and what is the meaning of that word? Only these two things were mentioned in the prescribed or the construct grammar. While when do we talk about the seminal dictionary by Dr. Samuel Johnson, which was published in 1755, that was based on the register. Register. This means that register means to register means to describe. Describe, what does this mean? This to describe means in Dr. Samuel Johnson's seminal dictionary, that dictionary was based on the register base, which means there was the different category. I mean that a word was divided into the different category. Like from the part of the speech, part of the speech, part of speech, tense, aspect, gender, everything is mentioned in that dictionary. While in prescribed dictionary there is only meaning and the pronunciation. So in a short way or in a simple way we can say that before, I mean in the Webster's dictionary we can find only the utterance, I mean pronunciation and the meaning, while in Register's dictionary whatever is going on in the current situation, in the current time, we find the tense marker, number marker, gender marker, part of speech, and means we can say all the grammar categorization whatever do we find that is in the registered or described dictionary. Next, we have the point that is the current content words and the function words. What does this mean? Content and functions. So here, when do we talk about the words, then words are divided into the two parts. First content word and second function words. When do we talk about the content words, then content words denote the concepts. This is talking about the concept, while concepts, objects, actions, everything, and ideas that we can think about, something like that. And content words sometimes called the open class, open class, and this one is known to be the closed class, while the function words do not have the lexical meaning. Do not have lexical meaning. Let's clear about this. This is the so simple and so clear. We will just clear in a little. When we talk about the words, so words are divided into two parts: content words and function words. Content words is known as the open class and function words is known as the closed class. Open class means we can add any of the affixes in this content words, while we cannot attach any of the affixes in the function words because this is known to be the close in the sense packed, means you cannot attach any of the, that is the prefix or suffix. Okay, so here when do we talk about the open class which is known to be the content words, in content words we have noun, we have verb, sorry, we have noun, we have verb, we have adverb, and we have also adjective, while in function words we have conjunction, we have preposition, we have pronoun. Let's talk about an example. If I say I go, so here I is the function word which is known to be the closed class, and go is known to be the content word. Here for go, here we can add the suffix, but here in the function word, because this is the function and this is the known to be the closed class word and we cannot attach anything, then this is known to be the closed class or function words. So suppose that if I say I go, I am going, or also I say I go slow or slowly. So here what are we getting here? That here in I this is the pronoun, and in pronoun there is no any attachment of the any of the affixes, that is why this is known to be the function words, and this is where we can attach of any of the affixes, then we say that that is the content words. So this was all about the words of our language. Okay, I hope this video will help you much more to understand in understanding the the words of a language with the linguistics point of view. And if you feel good and you understand well this lecture, then kindly must share and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you so much.